Hey guys, as promised, we are going to be using YouTube as well. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Cory Lopez, and we've been talking a lot about July and how big this is for focus marketing and PR and all the stuff that we're going to be doing here. I'm joining the team, so to speak, with my wife, Nikki, and the email announcement went out early in July. So this channel is going to feature some of the things that we're going to have on our brand new podcast that we're going to have. We're going to try to podcast a couple of times a week. What is the podcast going to be all about? Well, first of all, the name of the podcast is called No Comment. There may be other podcasts out there called No Comment, or maybe not. It's not a great name if it's a podcast, because you think, well, what are you going to talk about if it's no comment? Well, the whole thing behind it is, first of all, it's my wife's name. She wanted it to be much longer. And the much longer title was going to be No Comment means you either don't have something to say and you haven't put your message together, or you do have something to say, but you can't say it and you can't figure out how to put it out there for public consumption. Focus Marketing and PR is expanding our business. We work with small businesses, medium businesses. We work with some pretty giant businesses as well that are current clients right now. We can take on essentially all comers, but we're expanding our business to be able to do a better job for all of our current clients and for our clients that we're going to be having in the future. And that will include a lot of voice work with me, a lot of video work with me. And we can train you. If you'd like to start a podcast, we can help you do that. And we have the format, we have all of the outlines, all of the simple tips that help you turn a podcast into something that is listenable, that is enjoyable for people to listen to. And what it can do, it can also turn people back to your business. And that's the whole idea behind what we do at Focus Marketing and PR with everything. With the digital marketing, it's about SEO, right? Search engine optimization. You'll see some people, we'll talk about this in some of the podcasts, you'll see that there are some people that are out there that say, oh, SEO is not the way to go anymore. If you're just ready to get people to go back to your blog, it doesn't work. And sometimes it's just a catchphrase, because everybody knows that's what you need to do. You need to turn people back to your website, back to your business, back to what you love. And that's what we can help you do. We've done it with Focus Marketing and PR. I've consulted for many years, but the driving force behind it is my wife, Nikki. And she made the big announcement that I am going to be joining Focus Marketing and PR on a essentially full-time basis. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not shying away from the other things that I love to do. I'll be podcasting, which I really found out over the last few years that I really enjoy doing when I had my talk show when I was working at a news talk station in Denver. But I'm also continuing my work with Learfield IMG College and doing play-by-play for the Colorado women's basketball team. I enjoy telling stories, and that's what these podcasts are all about, telling stories about people that inspire me, the people that I enjoy and have been inspired by, and things like that. So just give you a little overview of it. If I could explain to you what the podcast is all about, I'd do that. But as my son asked me, Brooks, who by the way is shooting this video for me, another part of Focus Marketing and PR, we also get the younger crowd involved in this. What is my podcast? It's hard to describe. It's about life, it's about inspiration, it's about how to get your business seen, heard, and how to put yourself out there. But right now, there's no true focus to it. And I guess that's what we'll work on with each podcast. So we invite you to go to Focus Marketing and PR. Our podcast will start dropping here in the early part of July, and we'll try to drop a couple of podcasts each week. We'll take comments, and we invite you to subscribe to this channel as well, because what this video is going to do each time that I post it is it'll talk a little bit about what's on the podcast. I may expand on something that I talked about on the podcast. So if you follow me here on YouTube, you also get some updates on how our family's doing as well, because it's a crazy life with 3 kids running around and running a home-based business. Focus Marketing and PR, we don't have a brick and mortar location. We haven't since we've begun. We're able to do a lot of this stuff on the road and do a lot of the cool things. As a matter of fact, I'm doing this shoot from my hometown. place where I grew up, and actually the house that I grew up in. I'm just sitting here doing it right here, and I'm getting a lot of work done as well. So make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you follow us here. You can watch us. We'll do some Facebook Lives as well. But the podcast will drop at focusmarketingandpr.com. That's the best place to find us. So we'll talk to you real soon. We're going to be talking an awful lot, and we're going to be listening to you. Make sure you drop some comments in there as well. If you have some questions about some things, or you just want to know more about some of the things that we're talking about, you can certainly do that. We'll talk to you again real soon right here.